How to connect with your higher self. For everybody that's new that's watching, we have a higher self and the ego. Your ego is this body. Your ego is what you like to do. Your ego is how you talk, all that shit. Your higher self is your soul, your higher being, your righteous side. The side of you that's at peace, understanding, acceptance. You win your higher self whenever you have to be the bigger man. You win your higher self when you forgive somebody. Everything that you do that goes outside of your ego's comfortability is your higher self. You trying to better yourself and work out and shit, but you feel tired or whatever, that's your ego feeling tired and your higher self actually getting up and working out. You want to change your diet, your ego want to eat the same foods, but your higher self want to change. Just watch my video on ego versus higher self for a better understanding. Now that we understand the difference between ego and higher self, now we have to understand how to connect with our higher self. Now, some people are more connected with their higher self than others. There's people out here that's literally disconnected with their higher self. They disconnected from their soul, just out here living like egos. Them be the people with no heart that can never think about nobody else, that can never have empathy. Just out here eating any kind of food, doing all kinds of wicked shit and not believing in nothing. Since they're disconnected with their higher self, they have no inner guidance. We was all once about to do something evil before, right? But we all have a voice in our head telling us to don't do it. That's because, like I said, it's some people that's more connected with their higher self than others. Because once you in tune with your higher self, you always have that inner guidance. If you barely connected with your higher self, every once in a while, you're going to be having that inner guidance and them intuitive pulls. Telling you don't do this, don't go there. If you're not in tune with your higher self, you never going to have that intuition. If you connected with your higher self, that voice always going to be there. You always going to have that higher inner guidance. The problem with these wicked ass people today, they do whatever they want because they don't have nothing inside of them telling them to do otherwise. They don't have that righteous soul in them, that good side. They're just all ego. I keep telling y'all to meditate. That's when y'all connect with your higher self. This body is nothing but a vessel that your soul can express itself in. You're not your body. So since your soul is inside this body, it's going to express itself through its ego. So it's not always going to be righteous. It's not always going to be at peace now. Now you have a higher self that you got to connect to. You battling this ego to maintain your higher self. It's like this body is a trap for your soul. Everything this body wants to do goes against your soul. But when you meditate, you become more of your soul. You start thinking more in your higher self. Because everything you learn outside of you. You learn from a book, school, another person. That's information that came from other people. You meditate, you get the only one true information, and that's from yourself. That's the only source you can trust. You meditate, you putting this ego on pause. You pause in all its thoughts. So now that your ego is on pause, you just being your higher self in meditation. Practice self-discipline. Understand that you are a soul inside the body. Understand that you control everything that happens in your life. You control when you're going to eat this. You control when this is going to happen. You don't let life just hit you. Once you start practicing self-discipline, you're going against the ego. You're stopping your own self from doing something that you like because it's bad for you. If you can discipline yourself and actually go through with it, you're now moving in your higher self. The more you do that, it's the more you practice keeping your higher self over your ego.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
And you is answering.
Shut up! You!
Yes?
Not you, him! What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you!
I am me.
He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him? I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm sick of it.
I'm about to show y'all how you can connect with your higher self in 2 minutes. Now, you have to understand, everybody always email me like, yo, I want to be my higher self and this and that and that and this. Bro, y'all are your higher self on a regular basis. You just don't know it. You have to understand that sometimes you be put in positions on a regular day when your higher self make the choice for you. It be a full body answer when you do shit. Instead of your mind, instead of you questioning yourself, your ego, fake ass mind that's made for the matrix, sometimes you do shit naturally. That's your higher self. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about no consequences. You naturally know that's the answer. But listen, it all starts with meditation. And I know a lot of people can't meditate, right? So this video is going to be for you. If you can't meditate, that's perfectly fine. Everybody got to start somewhere. And the main reason why people can't meditate is because they listen to so many fucking people talking about how to meditate. That's one. So you got people saying focus on your breath. You got people saying do this. You got people saying do that. Bro, you have to find what's best for you. I dropped videos talking about how I meditate like damn near 3 months ago, and I meditate nothing like that anymore. I started off with guided meditations. If you go on YouTube, you type in guided meditations, it's basically people talking to you, helping you relax. Now I meditate without all that. Sometimes I may use a few frequencies, but I meditate naturally just off of nothing. It's gonna be like that too. You just gonna want to be somewhere in nature, calm or something, or somewhere in the house, just relax, and you just let it be. So look, this is how you connect with your higher self in less than 2 minutes. Bro, all you have to do is pay it. No matter where you at, you could be in school, you could be in work, you could be walking, you could be having a conversation with somebody, you could be anywhere on this earth and you could connect with your higher self. When you connect with your higher self, you are literally watching your thoughts. You sitting there and you paying attention to what the fuck you are thinking, because the thoughts is not yours. It's the ego. The ego is not you. You are your higher self.
This is how your higher self communicates with you. Once you understand this, your life is going to be very, very different. So you are your higher self. You're an extension of your higher self, but you are your higher self. Think of your human form as like your finger compared to your body. You are like that. You are the extension of the higher self. That connection is always there. It's never off. I know you hear sometimes like, oh, I'm going to connect with the universe and connect with my higher self. Like, connection is constantly there. It's never ever off. Your higher self and your guides and everything have the ability to like just, make you look at certain things and just give you certain thoughts to take you down certain paths. This is why you keep looking at certain places to see numbers as well. Your higher self is kind of like on top of the mountain looking down, and you are in the path. So your higher self knows exactly what you want because you are your higher self, and knows exactly the best or the shortest path to go down. So your higher self will create scenarios in your reality, in your existence, to make you feel an emotion. This is the communication. We come into this world and from birth, it's like we're a blank canvas. And we have so many experiences in our lives that fall under the definition of trauma. Now, what that does is it kind of like puts these filters on us. And throughout our lives, we've had thousands and thousands of these experiences. Now we have loads of filters on us, which kind of stunt our ability to connect with our higher self and understand the communication and create the life that we desire and all of that stuff. Now, the way we take those filters off is by healing the trauma that we've been through. And the more and more trauma you heal, the more and more you feel that connection to your higher self, and the more and more you're able to manifest the life that you want. So the higher self will create a scenario that will make you feel a certain emotion. That emotion might be anger, it might be fear, it might be apathy, it might be despair. Those emotions are a guidance system. It's pointing you to parts of yourself, the parts that need healing. So if I feel anger because of whatever happened, there might be something someone else did, or a text message I got, or a thought that I had. If I feel anger, that anger is the emotion that's being carried by an aspect of myself that needs healing. This is like your higher self going, hey, look at that there, that's what needs healing, and look at that one, that needs healing, and this and that and that and that. Your higher self is doing this so you can heal and then live the life that you want. Because you're here to do that. You're here to experience the life that you want.
These downloads of information that you're receiving are messages from your higher self. Your higher self is boundless, and it is the consciousness that exists within all dimensions found within our universe. And those that have tapped in with their higher self have tuned the frequency of their consciousness to be able to resonate with their higher self. You will find that your higher self resides within the consciousness that exists within our universe. And this is how you're able to know things without having any prior information. Your crown chakra is where you will find the center of this ability and be able to tap into your higher self. This ability is very prominent for people who are empaths and are very tapped into the spiritual world. And they need to develop this ability by separating their ego from their higher self through meditation. Because the ego can trap you in an illusion that will keep you in a know-it-all state of consciousness. Your higher self is a pure form of consciousness with all-knowing wisdom.
If you can answer these 3 questions, then you will know that you're connected to your higher self. Welcome to Assume the Feeling. We're a channel dedicated to empowering you with the knowledge and techniques of manifestation. If you resonate with this content, tap the plus sign next to our profile picture to stay connected. Your higher self is the divine part of you that knows no limits, only love, abundance, and infinite possibilities. This concept is the key to manifesting your desires and living a fulfilled life. One powerful teaching is that the higher self is your imagination. By imagining your desired reality and feeling as if it's already true, you align yourself with your higher self, which is always connected to the infinite source of all that is. Another important idea emphasizes the power of emotions as a guide. When you feel good, you are in harmony with your higher self. The better you feel, the closer you are to your higher self, and the more easily you can manifest your desires. You are the creator of your own reality. By focusing on what feels good, you attract more of that goodness into your life. Additionally, consider the impact of your thoughts and words. Your thoughts and words shape your reality. Affirmations like, "I am worthy of love and abundance," or "Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time," reinforce your connection to your higher self and help you manifest your desires. It's also important to understand the significance of prosperity consciousness. By aligning with the higher self, you naturally attract wealth and abundance. When you realize that prosperity is your divine right, you begin to experience it in every area of your life. To truly connect with your higher self and manifest your desires, practice these 3 steps. Believe in your worthiness. Recognize that you are deserving of all the good things you desire. Visualize and feel. Imagine your desired reality with vivid details and feel as if it's already true. Stay positive and affirm. Use positive affirmations and focus on what feels good to stay in alignment with your higher self. Remember, your higher self is always guiding you towards your highest good. Trust the process, feel the alignment, and know that you are worthy. This connection will help you manifest your deepest desires effortlessly. Now, if you can answer these 3 questions, you will know that you're connected to your higher self. Do you trust the journey of your life, even when you cannot see the whole path? Can you feel a sense of peace and alignment, even in the midst of chaos? Do you believe that you are worthy of all the good things you desire? If you resonate with this teaching and want to activate this connection in your mind and body, type "connected" in the comments below. Let's manifest our desires together.
Yo, wait. You just fucked my mind.
To go back to my story, when I was doing that and now I could hear myself as my higher self, that's when that feeling came in of, oh wow, this is me. Oh my, this is actually, hang on, I recognize you, but I've been able to hear you for a long time and really loud. And then me as my higher self went, yeah, what? Hang on, what? But that's been me. Yeah. No, but me here. Yes. What? This makes no sense. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is, I don't get this. At that point, actually, I needed to have a pee. I got up and I went to the toilet. I've got a mirror in the toilet and I could still hear me as my higher self really loud. And then I was like, I don't get it. And I looked in the mirror. I was like, but who's this then? You're there and this is me. Like, who's this? If you're you and I'm you, then who's this? And then me as my higher self was like, right, go back and lay down and relax. Okay, cool. So I went down, laid down and relaxed. And then the communication was, you're trying to figure this out as a human, and as the human level, the understanding of this isn't there. You don't have the ability to understand this as a human, because what I was trying to do, I was trying to understand it from a human perspective. I was like, well, if that's and then this, and like there is no separation. Okay, but I felt the separation. And then me as my higher self was, when you felt that separation, you were a fragmented part of yourself. You were a part that had dissociated. Oh,
Yo, wait. You just fucked my mind. So that means pretty much like the reason, all in all, that we're doing shadow work is because we come here pure and whole. And I already understood this, but I have to go back to it now. We come to Earth already in our divine light. And then the more that we start to learn the ways of being human or whatever we're being programmed to see from ages 1 to 7, we become all these fragmented parts. So like that wholeness that we were just starts breaking apart. Yeah. And when we're viewing us from all the different aspects, we can view it only as separation because we've already been broken apart in our eyes. Yeah. But when we start doing healing and shadow work and we start becoming one again, we can understand that there is no separation between us and the other side, which is why you're healing your whole life till you die, because you're ascending back to your higher self.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Tell you to do one thing, your lower nature tell you to do the other. And most of the time you follow the lower nature, and soon as you fuck up, you say, damn, I told you to do the other shit. You didn't know, you thinking it's a thought. That's your high self saying, fool. I know all. You see, you supposed to have done this. That's your higher self. So, breaking it down and say you got an angel on the right of you and an angel on the left of you, which is actually high nature, lower nature. And the angel on the right of you will tell you every damn time, you need to do this shit. And it always tell you first, because you always ask the question first. Because you're asking the Akashic Records, which is the melanin computer. What should I do? And it gives you the damn answer, but then you start rationalizing and intellectualizing, and then you go to the lower nature. Oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, I can do it this way. Boom, you done fucked up. So when you turn against God, it's not turning against a God up there. The God up there don't exist. It's only a big ball of energy that don't give a fuck whether you live or die. But the God down here, which is not your physical body, which is the higher self in you, is the agent in which that super force can only doggone be manifested in the first place. You get it? And that's what we're talking about here. Because the physical don't exist at all. You only an illusion. You never existed.
The answers you seek are within. So how do we get these answers? Your higher self is a state of mind that you can tune your awareness into. The problem is that you can't hear the subtle voice of your higher self above all the everyday commotion and mind chatter. Your highest self has a perspective of non-judgmental awareness. It's not attached to anything, any person, or any outcome. The more you practice maintaining a perspective of calm awareness and this non-judgmental observation, the more you'll be habituating the default network of your brain to the perspective of your higher self. Insights and answers to your questions will present themselves when you turn down the volume on your lower ego mind, which is the part of you that judges. At first, your connection will be brief and yield flashes of insight. With practice, the default network in your brain will be rewired to host a higher version of yourself. The more non-judgmental you are, the more you'll be able to take things that would normally be disempowering and reframe them into an empowering belief about what's happening in your life. Sure, if you're into it, follow for more.
By thought, man can either raise himself up and connect himself with the powerhouse of the universe, or cut himself off entirely from the divine inflow. His thought is his greatest weapon because, by it, he can either draw on the infinite or sever himself in consciousness, but not in reality, from his divine source. Through the divine spark within him, which is really his real self, man is connected with the infinite. Divine life and power are his, if he realizes that they are his. So long as he is ignorant of his oneness with the divine source of all life, he is incapable of appropriating the power that is really his. If, however, he enters into this inner knowledge, he finds himself the possessor of infinite power and unlimited resources. This power, then, is God's, yet it is also man's, but it is not revealed to him until he is fit to be entrusted with it. It is only when man realizes his oneness with his divine source that he becomes filled with its power.